What up, though? Let me see how our thumbnail looks because it was giving me problems. Oh, yeah, that looks fine. All right. I wanted to throw up a quick thumbnail, nothing crazy. And wanted to jump on here really quickly, nothing crazy. So, whoever jumps in, let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm going to do the live chat there so you guys can chime in. Probably want to drop a couple of links just to wrap up 2025. So you guys who are newer here, if you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, things like that, where I post a lot. I think my Facebook, it's crazy. I think my Facebook is becoming larger than my YouTube. I have more followers there, and I definitely have more views there, which is insane. So let me actually see. I'm going to go to my Facebook page and I'm just going to give you guys, I'm going to drop the link. So in case you guys don't follow me on Facebook, I post a lot of content there that you guys are definitely going to want to see. Oh, you know what? I probably should have just did this. Hold on. So I'll let you guys hop in the chat real quick. We're not going to be too long today. We're just checking in for the end of 2025. Of course, I was going to check in with you guys, lock in and see what everybody's up to for the new year. So let's see. Oh yeah, I don't know why didn't I just go to the URL? All right, so I'm gonna drop the Facebook right there. So Facebook, if you guys are not following me there, definitely check me out on Facebook. What's good? What's good? 2026, let's go. You already know what I got planned. Happy New Year. What's up, Christian? Happy New Year. Happy 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. I appreciate you, covering me for the next 4 years, being ahead of the game. So you could say you said it first. Happy New Year. What's going on? What's going on, Henrik? All right. So that's the Facebook page. And then my Instagram is just, I could probably just pop that up real quick over here too. I'll put some more light on my face anyways. Actually, I didn't even turn on my above lights. That might help. Uh, 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 okay, that's not gonna work. Anyways, let me throw up my Instagram real quick so you guys can see that. And then I'm gonna show you guys what I got for Christmas because I got a cool Maserati, Alfa Romeo and Ferrari haul that you guys are gonna probably think is pretty cool. So let me show you guys that real quick. How was everybody's Christmas, by the way? Instagram. There we go. That's my Instagram. Make sure you guys follow those too. I definitely think that you guys would like the content there. If you guys like the content I post here, you're definitely gonna like the content there. So definitely go check both of those out if you don't follow me there already. Just to kind of help support, but also give you guys more content that you guys love. So first off, for all that celebrated, Merry Christmas to you. That time I know has passed, but for all those who have celebrated, Merry Christmas to you. Hopefully, you guys had a great Christmas. I will show you guys why I had a great Christmas very shortly. Also, the new year. I know that I tried to do this live stream to where obviously before some people get to the new year, I wanted to say Happy New Year to you. Sydney, Australia already did their New Year's like 3 hours ago. I saw they do also like a big display, which is really cool with the fireworks and everything like that by the Opera House, which looks awesome. So Happy New Year to those already out there over, in Sydney and that area. I missed you, but I wanted to try to get here before, of course, the folks overseas got to their New Year's. And I know you guys are 6 hours ahead of us. So I wanted to come and say Happy New Year's to you guys. So you got your Ghibli running 23 PSI. She's a beast now. That's what's up. That's what's up. Congrats on that. I know that's got to be a good feeling getting it done ready by the end of the year. With that said, though, anybody have any specific plans for the new year? Any things that you guys are going to be doing to bring in the new year? Are you staying up to see the ball drop or to see the time change into the new year, or going to any parties or spending time with family? Or are you going to be watching Stranger Things like me? I got to finish the final episode of the complete Stranger Things series. ends tonight, I'm gonna be watching Stranger Things. I'm pretty lame. So I will try to stay up to the ball drops, but guys, I'm old, man. Like I can't even stay up to midnight anymore, like unless I have to. That night of Miami when I went to go see the 33 Stradale, I got home like past 1 o'clock. That was way past my bedtime, and I was struggling. So I won't be doing too much for the New Year's. Got some sparkling grape juice. So we'll be with fam. We'll watch some Stranger Things. So keep it very kosher. But are you guys doing anything specific for the new year? Also, do you guys have any New Year's goals and resolutions? I know some people look at that as like, why wait until the year changes to make a change, right? The resolutions are just things that are temporary. People will do them for the first month and then they'll drop them off. That's like with gym memberships. Everybody gets in the gym. They're like, okay, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to get in shape for the new year. And then they get into that routine for a moment and then it slowly dies down. And then everybody's no longer going to the gym. So the gyms are packed for the first month and then, it dies off. Do you guys have any resolutions that you have stuck to this year and that you're planning on doing next year? Or do you have some resolutions that you made this year that have materialized this year but will carry over to the next year? I'll tell you guys what I'm going to be doing here in a minute. I want to get back to the chat. Um, so you'll be cleaning and probably playing the crib. All right. Happy New Year from this cranky sub who wishes for more manual transmissions, knowing that what Alfisi truly want, not slush box autos. Kinky Streets, I appreciate you always chiming in. That's great. I'm still waiting for the fuel pump recall. Oh man, Alpha's still going through that. I had my well, you know her, Emma with the Julia Quadrifoglio that was with us, the 33 Stradale. She was just at service because she got a flat tire on her quad. And this was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And she had also seen that she had a service recall. And she's like, do you know anything about this? And I said, I'm not sure what that is specifically, but I was like, is it the fuel pump? So she had to ask about that. So I'm not exactly sure if she's waiting on that as well, as far as, if that's also needed to be done while she was there. But parts are a thing, tariffs are a thing, logistics are a problem. It's all very tough times for everybody in the space. Old school. We'll watch Hobbit: Battle of the Five Armies. Okay, all right. I read the Lord of the Rings books when I was in high school, aging myself. I read the entire trilogy. I watched all the movies. I watched the spin-offs as well. The Hobbits and things like that. So, hey, I'm cool with that. To each their own. Bring in the new year how you want to see the new year play out. If you want to be in your peaceful, just kind of calm era, and that's how you want to carry out the year, I believe that's a great way to do it. Some people are unhinged. Some people are much younger than us, and they have a lot of the system that they need to get out, and they have different ways of doing that throughout their New Year's. I'm gonna keep it chill, like I said. Stranger Things. I'm gonna probably start it at 9 p.m. So then it's like 2 hours long for the finale. So 9 p.m. carried over to like 11 plus, and then I'll be able to stay up the remaining 45 minutes. But as soon as I take that little white grape juice, sparkling grape juice, shot, because no alcohol in it, then I'm going to bed and I'm going to be up first thing in the morning to start 2026. So that's how it rolls with me. I promise in 2026 to stop eating Pop Tarts. I'm not laughing at your goal. I'm just laughing that that's how you voiced it. Listen, Pop Tarts are great. I can't eat them unfortunately because I have a gluten intolerance. So there are gluten free Pop Tarts, are like a special brand, but they are so expensive. So I don't, I know like some of those things to where like I don't need them in my life. So I'll keep it at that. Now it's Maserati Alpha's chance to capitalize on another generation of Porsche 911s experience. Bore score. Wait, bore score. VW cutting corners, not using. I can't. It's so small. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Is it Nicosil? Alfa Romeo was using Nicosil on its V6 in the 1980s. Porsche too cheap to use it now on 911s. That's that's stuff I didn't know. So thank you for educating me on that. What do you think Maserati and Alfa Romeo are really going to do for 2026? You guys know I made the videos. I made a couple of videos about no inventory and about what's to come for Alpha. I didn't make one for Maserati because I don't know. Like Maserati doesn't know, or they haven't said anything. I'm not sure what they're doing for 2026 and what to really be looking forward to. We're gonna have the Grecale, the V6 model, which is cool. So I definitely will get that on the channel for you guys, because the Modena is now a V6, and then we'll have the Trofeo models. And then outside of that, I mean, you got your MC Puras. So the first customer ones probably will come in. I'll get those. That'll be few and far between. Might get a few of those this year. Gran Turismos and Gran Cabrios. I mean, those are few and far between. Might get a few of those too. So really boutique when it comes to all of this stuff. Oh, are you an engineer? I didn't realize. So that's why you have all the good insights. As I said, I appreciate you always adding this stuff to either the chats or the comments on the videos. I do read them. I can't reply to all of them, so I don't get to all of them. But yeah, that makes more sense. And Alfa Romeo, as far as 2026, let's get some 2026 models on the lot. I mean, we're gonna have a 2026 Stelvio and Giulia, right? Are there gonna be anything different? Not exactly sure. I stopped checking in on it. I'm just gonna see it when I see it, and I'll show it to you guys when I see it, or unless somebody tells me ahead of time. I'm not too worried about it. The Tonale, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on that, doing a long-term drive. As far as I know from Alfa Romeo USA, I hopefully should be getting one of those sent to my house, the refresh Tonales. So I'll be waiting on that call. And then, yeah, I mean, here in the United States, I don't think they're bringing the junior. They haven't made any announcements on it. I don't necessarily think it would necessarily do as well here. I'm not exactly sure, but there's no big hype around it. I don't feel like there's no big need for that market here. So I would love to see it, but I don't know if it's going to come here. And then special edition models of the Quadrifoglio variants. You know, you guys already got your ones in Europe, the Collezione models. For us, we don't have anything specifically announced here for the US, so we're just kind of coasting it and seeing what Alfa Romeo USA whips up for a special edition. So we're just waiting to see. Maybe a teaser for the new Julian Stelvio concepts. I hope so. I feel like maybe we'll get that at the very end of the year. That prototype that we saw, the Stelvio and the red and black camouflage, the Alfa Romeo showed us and stuff, that's kind of disappeared. You know, like we saw that, and then they changed up their whole game, and now nothing. So I think it's too early to see anything specific. I think we'll see that maybe midsummer, maybe fall ish next year, to get us hyped for 2027 to get a actual release probably end of 2027 as a 2028 model. That's my guess. Speaking of why I got you guys here, I got some Christmas gifts that are I keep saying Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and Ferrari branded. So these are cool. All right. So as you guys can see, Speciale. Which one is this one? I should be able to tell. I think it's a 488. Wow. As you can see, I haven't opened it yet, so I don't necessarily know. Wow, that reflection on the you guys can see it better. Oh, it says it right there. 458 Speciale. The good one. I love the 458. I think if there was an entry level, and I say entry level for me, but there was a Ferrari that I would be able to get, you know, like my first Ferrari, I would love a 458. So obviously the Speciale being on top here, you know, the top trim level of the 458, this will be it. So I got this here. All right. You're never too old for Legos. All right. Especially Formula One Ferrari Legos. All right. Never too old for that. So, all right. We got that. Christmas haul here. Car guy Christmas haul. I have, which one is this? This is a Prototipo Alfa Romeo Bat 9 Hot Wheels. Gotta figure out a good way to, without the reflection of the light there. All right. And here's a big one for my Formula One fans. Again, never too old. Check that out. We got Red Bull and Ferrari. I don't think it's any specific ones, any specific drivers. So it's not like it's, Hamilton or Verstappen or Leclerc. Leclerc. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme of that little kid. Leclerc. One of the best gifts, and you guys are gonna like this one. Check this out. Now, this is gonna come in handy. I gotta take some time to go over it. Alfa Romeo, an illustrated history, 1910 to 2020. 2020 was a good year because obviously we had to refresh Julia and Stelvio's. We also got our final, at least here in the United States, our final four Cs were built in 2020. So this was like I guess really a transformative year for Alfa Romeo because the 4C was gone, but then we got the new Julian Stelvio's. So this book is so clean. I mean, oh, that was a bookmark. I mean, look at that. The illustration. Speaking of the 4C, like this is heavy duty. Like I have to go through this. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this this is so cool. So for a guy like me, I definitely feel like I need to spend some time in this. I have no excuses. But I mean, look at that. So I have to go and I have to do my homework. Okay, we got to do better in 2026. Speaking of, those were my gifts, by the way. Those were all, that was it. I'll get to you guys' chats in a second. 2026, as far as what's going on this year, as you guys have noticed, at the end of this year, I've been doing a little bit more quality than quantity, and that doesn't necessarily mean picture quality. Even though I do have a new camera for you guys. If you didn't see my video talking about the inventory and stuff like that, that boy was crystal clear. That was 4K. I uploaded in 4K. I'm gonna start shooting better content by upping the quality, right? I already got the mics and all that kind of stuff. So I got the camera for you guys, got the gear. So we're going to shoot better looking video. But also, I'm going to try to stay away from too much slop just to have a video out every day. I've been consistently, until this year, at the end of this year, putting out a video every single day or at least like 5 days a week. Currently, I think I have 3,000 videos, 3,000. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to show you just by going to my channel. I have 3,500 videos. You guys, can you see that at the top right there? At the top. Oh, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Probably not. But 3,000. It's not going to show up. But 3,500 videos. That's a lot of videos. While there are things to cover, I think the time to go over that stuff, it's just sometimes it's very trivial. What I really want to cover, and I'm going to start doing more Ferrari when I can get my hands on them, not dealership wise necessarily, unless I get invited to events. But I have friends with Ferraris, so I'm going to do more like I did with the white F8 that I did this year. Also, I want to do obviously walk arounds of Alphas and Maseratis per usual, but there's not going to be as much inventory going forward. So like the stuff in between, the news stuff as well, I'm going to try to cover recalls because people need to be in the know, right? You guys as owners, as enthusiasts need to know what you're getting into. And I pride myself on transparency. No matter what it may the brand no matter what it may make the brand look like. I'm transparent, I'm honest, and I'm opinionated. That's it. And sometimes that clashes with the corporate folks, and that's okay. I'm going to be authentically me at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, my goal is not to do any reputable damage. But again, just be transparent and not, put on a facade for these brands. So I'm going to cover recall stuff. I'm going to cover troublesome stuff as well, but I'm not going to hit every little single thing. I used to do like renderings and all these kind of concepts and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to try to keep it simple for you guys. So, you guys can focus on more quality content and information as well. So I want to try to do that for this coming year. So I believe those are my goals for 2026, and just to deliver those things to you guys and not focus necessarily on numbers, but on the content itself and telling a story and being more, informative and just very, I guess, having more of an agenda instead of just putting things out to put them out. Um, let me see where we're at. Yeah, Speciale. So it took me a second for that car, but yeah, Speciale. Your 2026 goal is to get a Ghibli Trofeo. That's a good goal. And I'm sure the prices have come down. It still is a Maserati V8 at the end of the day. So just be aware. You can get a great deal on buying and purchasing the car, but make sure that you're able to take care of it. And the price of ownership is always higher than the price of purchase when it comes to things like that. Um, the car wizard mechanic this platform has had for a few Maserati SUVs says they are 100% reliable. I feel like they've gotten better, right? I feel like Maserati and Alfa Romeo as a whole has gotten better, or maybe the dealer network has gotten better. I think what you really hear from Alfa Romeo is, well, I mean, obviously these brands get recalls, but what you really have is electrical issues. I feel like you hear the most. Um, Maserati, I haven't heard too many things really about them as far as reliability. I mean, there are things that break or give way, trim pieces and things like that. But I haven't heard too much as far as like too many engine or transmission problems, or they might have the same electrical problems for obvious reasons that Alfa Romeo has. But let me tell you, when those things break, when those parts break, it is it's expensive. It's expensive to take care of, and the prices, again, because they're coming from overseas, might have a premium on them because of tariffs. Your service prices might go up because the things they're using during your service, even during your oil changes and things like that, may have a larger price on them. So I feel like the reliability thing is only part of the issue, if that's still an issue. I'm not exactly sure if it is. Um, that book's got all you need covered. Great read. Yes, yes. I'm very excited about that. So, you want to know who got me all those gifts? So, they're friends of the channel, right? So you guys, I always say friends of the channel, obviously keeping them anonymous. But the people who got me all those car things, they have the MC20 Kona. All right. They have the MC 20 done in blue Corsa matte. They have the Giulia Quadrifoglio Anniversario in green. Remember, I went to the house to film that. They have the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale Tributo. All right, that 1 of 33 that came to the United States. They have the Stelvio Quadrifoglio Anniversario. Yeah, they had that 2019 Stelvio Quadrifoglio in ring. They had that. I think they sold the white Julia Quadrifoglio that I had filmed on the channel. It was at Alfa Romeo Central Florida for sale. They had a yellow 4C. They might still no, they still have a yellow 4C as well. It's a spider, I believe. They also have, what do they have? They have another old Alpha, and then this is not even counting the Ferraris. So, yeah, those are folks that I've spent a lot of time covering their cars. Great people, and as you can see, they gifted me all that stuff for the channel. So yeah, it's gonna make its way. I gotta get another shelf over here with his chairs and need to display more stuff because as you guys can see, that Formula One car right there, that's from them. That MC20 right there, that's from them. That GTB, that's from them as well. The Ferrari up there as well. So yeah, they're hooking me up. Oh yeah, even that Formula One set right there is from them as well. This is from last Christmas. Yeah. So again, I get all the cool car gifts from them. They are such cool people. One of the most humble people, as you can tell, all the cars I just mentioned, and they are very, very generous people. So yeah, we'll have some more of their cars on the channel. I'm not sure if they're getting an MC Pura at all. Um, but they might be on the list for something special. So once I know that, of course, you guys will see it. I saw a road test of the Fiat hybrid manual trans 500, 0 to 60 in 15 seconds. Was Fiat thinking way too slow? You know what? I recently read an article, not read an article, a headline about talking about how the Fiat hybrid doesn't feel like a hybrid. And that was literally in the headline. And that puts it together right there. So yeah, that makes sense. It's a hybrid and it's that slow. 15 seconds is crazy. I mean, it's a Fiat 500, right? It's Fiat 500, but wow, yeah. So it doesn't take really advantage of that hybridization of the car. But yeah, speaking of, do you guys think that I know Alpha is probably not going to do anything electric here in the United States. Do you guys think that the Fogery lineup will continue here in the United States for Maserati? Because I've only seen a handful, right? We got the one on the channel. I haven't seen one around here since. I know Central Florida is adopting electrification, so I don't think I'll see one there. I don't think St. Pete will get one. I definitely don't think Daytona will get one. And then we only have a handful of other Maserati dealerships here in Florida, more South Florida and West Side. Yeah, I mean, I know Fort Lauderdale, they get a couple of the electric ones. They've gotten a couple of the Fogeries. But wow, do you think that those will hang around here in the United States? I know it's a taboo thing, right? We all knew that it was going to be tough, and then with the president that's currently in office, you know, EV tax credits have gone away and really the infrastructure and support for EVs. So who's to say what happens next? That's gonna be very telling what happens next with electrification if we just go back to fire breathing V8s, because that's really what we want, right? I mean, come on. If Maserati can make a nice in-house V8 that sounded somewhat similar to their naturally aspirated one or even their twin turbo ones derived from Ferrari, I think we'll be in good hands. No USA EV incentives anymore. In the USA, Alfa Romeo strategically destroys their lineup at exactly the wrong time. I know that's the thing. Like, it was horrible timing. Ron, you coming to our PC Fest 2026? I told Ricky to bug you about it. Hold on. I think, did he tell me, is this in Texas? Is our PC Fest in Texas? Because if so, I know he talked to me about going to Texas. If you guys don't know, we're talking about Ricky from Modded Motors. I know you guys know who Modded Motors is. We were okay. Yes, in Texas. Yes, he talked to me about going. So we'll have to link back up because I would probably stay at his place. But I got my parents are in Texas. My mom's in Austin area. And my dad's in Dallas. So it's like it makes sense for me to go. The Fiat 500 Barth was 7-second car 0 to 60, and Barth is electric, right? The current Barth is electric, right? We need to create alcoholics in the USA. We should. It. I always wondered if I would do something. I had to get an Alpha first, right? And that's still on the bucket list. I still listen. It's a sore subject, but I'm looking at Alphas every day, and I'm looking. All right, it's gonna happen. But I've always wondered, like, if I started something Alfa Romeo or Maserati, like a conjoined club or combined club, like joining the two of them, like how would it do here in the United States if I could run something like that efficiently, and really kind of be like the ambassador of that here in the United States. I wouldn't want to step on anybody's toes because there's clubs all over the place and they're very well established. Like the Central Florida one in Orlando. So like I've always wondered like if I could get away with something like that, and if people would actually be okay with it. That where am I at? Oh, Miguel, what's going on, brother? A Barth is gas. Okay. Okay. I thought the Barth was electric. Oh, yeah. 7 seconds is half. 7 seconds of 15. That's insane. It's so much better. Hey, I would love to be there. Listen, I'm gonna try to see what I can do for 2026. What month is it in? Some Alpha 12C with mid-engine would be cool. That would be really dope. I know GTV is one that like people kind of like were expecting a 6C, but then we got the 33 Stradale after Maserati took the MC20 from that. So I know that's a sore subject too, of that kind of affordable, affordable Halo car from Alfa Romeo over the 33, which is super limited and super expensive. Alpha Fest is my attempt to grow the new and old Alpha community. That's what's up. We definitely need more of that. I feel like alpha communities are really keeping alpha alive in the United States. For real. I've said that before, I believe. A Barth was performance version of the 500. I do know that much. I know a Barth was like the higher output version. I just thought that there was like a fully electric one, so I got confused. In Texas, let's work together. Let me know. I'm gonna try to talk to Ricky too and see. Just let me know what month is weekend before Thanksgiving. Oh, okay, I got some time. I got some time. So yeah, you guys just did it because I think I talked to him right after that when we went and saw the 33 Stradale together. I worked on the Alfa Romeo Montreal. Oh, no way. The one in race. Oh, okay. That's what's up. I see. I love hearing this kind of history because obviously you know your stuff, but that's next level right there. Let me see. I'm making sure I'm catching up on all the comments. Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay, okay. We're at the 30-minute mark. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Some people overseas right now, I think it's what 6:30 p.m. So you're getting ready for your new year. I appreciate you guys spending time with me today. What I just really want to say is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Before you guys leave, thank you for entrusting in me to do what I do here. Flawed, imperfect, but truly authentic and genuine, transparent, and with passion. That's how I try to carry it. And that's just what kind of shows up on video and through my social media. And hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully, you guys are gaining something from being here. And if so, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the likes, the shares, everything that you guys do to help me spread my passions and my messages to everyone that I'm trying to just kind of, share these things with. So, it starts with everybody here. I appreciate the love. I appreciate seeing people in person, talking to people through messages, and getting to everybody the way that they can get to me as far as connecting and growing. So, thank you so much. Let me hold on. Let me make sure I check this last couple comments. 1990 when I switched to Bosch or some diesel fuel. Yeah, so you're very seasoned, Alfa Romeo, very seasoned. Have a blessed New Year's, brother. I will definitely talk to you about the event and definitely talk to Ricky. Yes, 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 yes. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to everybody. Listen, 2026 is going to be hopefully a great year. We're going to make it happen, hopefully together. Hopefully, these brands will have their stuff figured out and we will be able to get back to loving them and enjoying them as much as we used to. Um, other than that, guys, with that said, thumbs up per usual. Okay. Make sure you guys thumbs it up, get it up there. All right. So everybody can see this and I can get it out to the audience because YouTube's algorithm is sometimes I don't get it. But with that said, you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Enjoy your times with your families. We will talk to you guys in the next video, hopefully coming soon. All right. Peace.